Zimbabwean Ministry that all their borders will be closed with immediate effect except for commercial services only. And now for more on the statement made by Vice President Chiwenga while addressing journalists, we speak to Denis Juru, who is the founder of the International Cross-Border Traders Association. A very good afternoon to you, sir. Thank you for joining us here on SABC News this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
As a start, I mean, the Vice President did say that cross-border traders are now grounded as part of the COVID regulations, except for essential and critical services. What are your members saying about this, members of the International Cross-Borders Association, in reaction to what was said by the VP?
Yes, to us, it doesn't make sense. What he said doesn't make sense, and just because some of our members are already out of Zimbabwe and there's no way you can lock them out. He never explained whether those who are outside the country are allowed to come back into the country. So it doesn't make sense. And at the same time, we all know that the Zimbabwean economy is dilapidated. There's nothing working in Zimbabwe. No manufacturing of anything, even basic commodities, and it's only those individuals importing basic goods into Zimbabwe. So there's no way Zimbabwe can work without cross-border traders, especially those individuals. And you can see that some of them are those people we have seen visuals recently on screen right now. Those people are not allowed to carry more goods by the Zimbabwean government, and they end up opting to use ungazetted point of entry. And of course, when countries were demarcated, when we were separated from South Africa as Zimbabweans, there are some Zimbabwean tribes that are in South Africa, and there are some South African tribes that are in Zimbabwe. Yeah. And those people cannot use passports daily. There used to be a border pass meant for Bedbridge locals. They used to cross daily without avoiding the border. So those are some of the situations we have, and we are going to see more people.
All right, Mr. Juru, I hope you're still with us there, but did this come as a surprise to those doing business between the two countries, particularly the traders, as in there wasn't...
Using ungazetted point of entry.
We seem to be having a little bit of a situation or problem there with our connection with Denis Juru. Let's talk to our team and try and see what we can do. Mr. Juru, are you still there with us?
Yes, I'm still here.
All right, we're struggling a little bit with the line, but my follow-up question to that was, did this come as a surprise to those doing business, those doing trade between the two countries? Was there any kind of an idea that this would be the announcement by the VP? And so I'm assuming that no contingency measures were then made by some in anticipation of what might be said, because those numbers in Zimbabwe when it comes to coronavirus were kind of skyrocketing. And so I wonder if there wasn't some kind of an idea by the traders that this might happen.
Of course, there were rumors, and we can't rely on rumors. In fact, what they did is they leaked information to their loved ones, but to the general public, no one knew that they were going to close the borders. This is a very, very bad attitude where they can just close the border midnight without notifying people. Remember, there are some people who went as far as Cape Town to buy their goods for resale in Zimbabwe. There are some people who went as far as Egypt. There are some people who went as far as Rwanda, all over Africa to buy their products and resell them back in Zimbabwe. And what do they do? Because they never explained what will happen to the returning resident. So this was a surprise to us, and we are still engaging the Zimbabwean government so that they can soften this regulation.
Yeah, and how will you be taking this matter forward? Will you be addressing it with the government of Zimbabwe? I mean, as the International Cross-Border Traders Association, for example, how will you be taking this matter forward, or will you just kind of wait for things to get better? What will you do from this point?
We have already started engaging the government so that they see what they can do. because we have some workers who works in South Africa. We have some workers who works in Botswana, everywhere out of Zimbabwe. And those people they went to Zimbabwe for holiday. There's no way they can stay there for 30 days. And it's not guaranteed that after 30 days, the borders are going to be opened, because cases are going high. And the movement of cross-border travelers does not affect that much point of departure, does not affect Zimbabwe that much. We are expecting foreign countries to restrict entry of foreign nationals into their country, not departure as what we are seeing from Zimbabwe. They should allow foreign residents to go out of Zimbabwe, to escape out of Zimbabwe without hindering them.
All right, Mr. Juru, thank you very much for giving us your time and giving us that information as to what's happening, particularly at the border at the moment with regards to traders. We'll certainly be catching up with you at a later stage to hear how the situation is going. Thank you, sir.